They call me Dan, the Lakers DTLF. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream. You guys know what it is, y'all. It is officially Lakers versus Clippers today. And what always seems to be an exciting matchup hasn't, gone in our favor recently. But I mean, that don't mean that things can't change, right? So hopefully today things will change. Also, I got you guys with a Prize Picks entry. Have not done one of those in the last week or so, but I got you guys for sure. How you guys doing though, man? Good to see you, Serge. Good to see you in the building, my boy. Good to see each and every single one of you guys, man. Always a pleasure, my Laker family. Real quick, as you guys come in, make sure to hit that like button. And also make sure to follow me on Playback for a full game coverage plus live access to the game with our very own VIP passes. The first 20 that get into the room when I go live get the VIP pass, as well as people come and go from the chat. So you guys stay tuned and you could get the pass. So make sure we keep building that community. We're close to 300. If you haven't already, please click the link right there pinned in the chat and go follow your boy over there. All right. Now let's get into this, because you guys know the Clippers have been dominating recently as far as our last couple meetings or so. Lakers did get, I believe, the first one or two games versus them, but then the Clippers won the last one. So it's one of those things where we got to come out here and take care of business. Lakers with their backs against the wall. The Mavericks lose yesterday. So we got to make sure we take care of business to try to climb up the standings. How you doing, Angie? Good to see you. Mixtape King, my guy. He said he already got the snacks for playback. What's up? Good to hear it, man. Chris, good to see you, brother. How you guys feeling, man? You guys excited, nervous? How does everybody feel about this game today? I want to ask before we get into the records and all of that. How you guys feeling? And also, let's not forget that today I will be doing a Prize Picks entry here on the live stream with you guys. I haven't done one of those live. I was just showing you guys my daily entry, but now we're going to do it live together. So that should be fun. Final game, Lakers at Clippers next year will be at the Clippers' new home for their home games. Yeah, you know what, dude? Doesn't matter, bro. Because even though it's going to be Clipper colors, any house that the Lakers play in that is in California is Lakers house. That's right. Even in Golden State, even in Sacramento, we make it our house because we run California and we run the world. It's all about the Lakers. So, the Clippers, they think they can get away from our legacy by building a brand new arena and switching their logo and all this stuff. But they're always going to live in the shadows as long as they stay here in LA. That's the bottom line. If they really ever want the respect from the NBA, they're going to have to, move out of the city, which is not going to happen. Ballmer is stubborn as a mule. And B, they're going to have to win some championships. And I don't think either of those two things are going to happen anytime soon. What's up, Kurt? Good to see you, man. How you doing, bro? Let's see. Dan, I put the Clippers logo on my toilet and garbage cans. Perfect place, Max. Perfect place to have the Clippers logo. I think is very fitting. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to enhance the whole experience of taking a dump. So yeah, I feel you, bro. The Clippers are toilet water. Don Terry, what's up, bro? He said this is the last game in the shared building, so let's kick them out with a win, Uncle Phil style. I like that. You know what? Absolutely. We're gonna close the door on this forever. This is a big win. This is a big game because of that. But all time, here's the thing. People are mistaken that the Clippers, for some reason, are the better team in LA. They are not. First of all, it's all about championships. This city is all about championships, right? Which is why you see the Dodgers doing what they did. Shout out to Yamamoto, who did his, who pitched today for a couple of innings, and he looked phenomenal. All right, didn't allow a single run. This dude is going to be great. So yesterday we got Ohtani. Today we got Yamamoto. Dodgers on their way. But back to the Lakers. Here's the thing. The misconception that the Clippers have run, the last 10 years they have run LA. Bullshit. First of all, we have the only championships in the last 10 years. And secondly, the overall record, last I checked, is still Lakers 152 to Clippers 86. So the Lakers have almost double, all right, damn near double the wins that the Clippers have all time. So even if they win the next 10 in a row, they don't run LA. This city is built on championships. This is the city of champions. Okay, so at the end of the day, uh, this will never really be a rivalry. This is the only way it does become a rivalry is if the Clippers actually start winning championships, and then it becomes somewhat of a rivalry because there's no room for anybody at all to take championships away from us, especially not here in the city of LA. So yeah, it's not ever going to be anything other than an interesting, hopefully competitive game tonight, right? And that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that the Lakers win and close this chapter. Listen, the rent is due, Clippers. We're about to close the door on this chapter of them, over here mooching off of our stadium. All right, it's time. It's time we move on. Uh, he said Lakers need to channel their inner Inosuke beast form. I like that. The inspiration is still talking late night with DTL. Listen, if you weren't here last night, me and my girl did a podcast. Always a pleasure, always a blast having her on board. If you guys want more of that, go check that out. Hit the like button. Definitely helps the channel out, as well as it's always fun talking to you guys. So we want to make that a regular daily thing, right? Late nights with my girl. So, it's always nice having a co-host right there, and especially somebody that's near and dear to me. So always a blast. And you guys are awesome as well. Kurt is hilarious, man, on the late nights. All the chat gets involved. So it's awesome. Go be a part of that community. And like I said, if y'all haven't followed your boy on Playback, listen, we're close to 300. Be a part of history, man. We're going to be one of the quickest channels to reach 300 on Playback, trying to build that thing up, man. And the features keep coming and the coverage keeps coming on that channel. It's going to get better and better. So be a part of history, man, and join the family over on Playback. All right. I'll read a couple of comments. My guy said, let's kick them out like the rent is due and they haven't made their mortgage payment. This is the eviction notice for the flipper. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. I'm excited for this game. Listen, I don't believe Paul George is playing, but no excuses. We don't got Vando, Cam Reddish, still not sure, game time decision. We're missing pieces. So that's going to be exciting to see. I think there's going to be an equal matchup tonight, and hopefully we, like you guys said, evict them out of our building for sure. And like my guy Serge says, be early, join DTLF live on Playback TV. Yes, please do. Make sure you're there early, especially if you don't have access to the game, because you will be able to get the VIP pass and get to watch it with me. No blackout restrictions whatsoever. Now, regardless of if you get access or not, even if you're watching from your TV, it's always fun interacting with the community, man. Playback is lit. It is alive. Vando rehab video clip looks promising. Hopefully we get him back, Ontario. Hope we need Vando, fam. We need him because he is AD is the best defender, hands down, that we have, not just on this team, but in the league. He's getting disrespected. I don't know why. But Vando is the motor, right? He is the heart and soul of the defense, right? Even though the better defender overall is AD. The heart and soul is that spark plug that comes in and provides that energy and just ramps everybody up defensively, puts them in their slots. And he also makes D'Lo and Austin Reeves not look like a poor defensive backcourt because he covers up a lot of their blemishes, right? He's like that mascara, man. He's covering up mistakes and stuff like that. So super exciting, man. Hopefully we are able to win tonight. That's the most important part. In order to do that, Kawhi's been on an absolute tear. We're going to have to really zero in on him. James Harden has been a good fit for them since he got there. I haven't watched the games, but just based off the record, clearly he's making a difference. Russ has bought in. So we're going to have to do the right things and take away their top dog, which is Kawhi. Don't let them be both playmaker and scorer. Make them pick. And then as well as now you got to watch out for James. You got to watch out for guys like that. So he said, no Zubat as well. I need AD to eat. Big facts. We need AD and LeBron both to feast out there, man, because neither of them really have an equal, right? If we want to talk about Kawhi versus LeBron, it's always been LeBron. LeBron's always been the better player. If we talk about, no contest at this point. They tried to put Kawhi in the conversation, but that never really came to fruition. The moment he landed on the Clippers, got exposed, and then injuries and all of that. So it kind of destroyed any sort of argument they had. What up, bro? Serge? Yes, sir. Dante. He said, I'm hoping to see a good game from Dinwiddie. He has been in a slump the last 3 games or so, but before All-Star break, he was looking decent. Usually I don't like what Coach Darvingham says, but I do like the fact that he told him just to go out there and play. That is good. Always. Let's take the Clippers ship. Oh, yeah, I like that. I forget they had a ship for a second there, I didn't understand what you were saying, but I forget they just. By the way, is that their official logo? I don't keep up with the Clippers at all. Is that their official logo or not? Because I'm curious, is that like now or is that starting next season? I don't know. That thing is ugly. Mission 24, my guy says, Dan, how did it feel standing in front of our Kobe statue? I miss being home in LA. It was amazing, bro. Honestly, it was still packed when I got there, and I got there like 30 minutes early to the game. Me and my girl want to go sit down. We snapped a couple of pictures on the go because it's really hard to get around it. And then when the game ended, I knew the Lakers were going to win, so I left 2 minutes early just to snap some pictures with the statue. Man, it is glorious, and it is the best statue that I've seen outside of maybe the Jumpman Logo Man Jordan statue. But because those two are hand in hand. But this is a great statue, bro. I love it. Lakers for life. That's right, Chris. Talk to him. Dan, I know it ain't Lakers basketball, but you got any advice? Yesterday, this kid, not saying the name, attacked over me asking him to move. A kid attacked you? Oh, wait. When we're talking about a kid, we're talking about somebody your age or somebody younger, bro. Like, you have to clarify on that one, bro. Give me a little more details because I can't really give you feedback unless I know. This kid, hold up. Yesterday, this kid attacked you or who? Who was attacked? I got to know, bro. I'm curious. I'm concerned. The Carnival Cruise at Target. That is funny. Wow. Dan, do you think LeBron is going to score over 25 points and win? I will tell you right now that I make my selections on Prize Picks. Stay tuned for that. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to do it in like 15 minutes. My Prize Picks entries, my selection. So stay tuned for that, bro. Try to beat the 4:30 o'clock games. I do believe there's a chance. I do believe there's a good chance. But remember, with this team, it's unpredictable to know if it's going to be D'Angelo running the offense or it's going to be LeBron. That matters because when D'Angelo runs the offense, there's less shots for LeBron, but there's more efficiency. When LeBron runs the offense, there's more shots for LeBron and less shots for D'Lo. So it's been a coin flip. We don't know what type of offense we're running half the time. Hey, Lil Chris Johnson, thanks so much for Super Chat. Brother said, I hope to see two big lineups, but we'll see 4 guards. We haven't seen the 2 big man lineups in a while, bro. So, yeah, this would be ideal, especially if Zubats is out, Paul George is out, so they're missing some pieces. We could turn around and exploit them, but we honestly, no identity right now from Darvin. It's not coming through clearly what he's trying to convey and what he's trying to do. Clippers be trying to copy the Pistons, Sixers, NBA logo. You know what I think is funny is that the Clippers truly believe that, because their colors are red, white, and blue, that they can become America's team. They can't. You can't bribe people with backpacks and shit like that. You can't do that. It's not going to work, right? So, yeah. As far as that goes, it's one of those things. Hey, what up, Kimiko? Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kimiko. Good to see you, as always. I can't believe how little of the season is left. What is it? 23 games left, guys. We're in the final stretch, and that means every game is under the microscope. I was highly disappointed with the loss in Phoenix. I think that could have been a win if we would have got out of the gates early. Tonight, that's going to be one of the keys. We have to, and I mean, absolutely, it's the must that the Lakers get out of the gates early and execute in the half court because, man, right now we have been a defensive team, but since we're missing tons of defenders, we haven't been able to get the stops, get out in transition, and get the easy buckets that we usually do. So everything's been a grind. If you pay close attention, when you see the Lakers out there in the half court, we struggle to get any buckets, fam, any buckets. And so it's disappointing, but they need to work at it and get better in the half court. I want to see more 2-man game between LeBron and AD. I want to see role players like Austin and D'Angelo step up, especially Rui. When Rui gets out of the gates early, we are a different team, man. Way different team. So Rui, I think, is a huge key tonight. But AD, I mean, we talked about it. We talk about it all the time. LeBron and AD, as they go, we go. We need them to be the best 2 stars on the floor tonight. No excuses. This is the final game that the Clippers have versus us in Staples Center. And let's put an exclamation point on this thing and we win, right? We keep the arena. You guys get the heck out of Dodge, man. All right. So Dante says, I was attacked by the kid the same age as me when I asked him nicely to move over several times. Well, if y'all the same age, bro, I would have beat the shit out of him. Like literally, like, no, don't touch me, bro. That is disrespectful, first and foremost, bro. So I hope you handled your own, bro. Being attacked by somebody out of the random for communication, for verbal purpose, even like unless you insulted him, he had no right to attack you, brother. So I pray to God that if you didn't beat his ass, I hope somebody does, because that's messed up. And I know Dante, he seems like a very peaceful, cool dude, man. Hopefully you're good and you weren't hurt or anything like that, bro. So but keep your head up, man. Listen, in life, dumb shit happens all the time, and you got to roll with the punches. Just next time, I do recommend that if somebody puts their hand on you, you don't even ask no questions. You know, you kick ass and you ask questions later, right? So yeah, don't let nobody ever put their hands on you, bro. That is a hot button topic for me, because you know I grew up in Compton, California, where you had to learn how to fight, otherwise you would get your ass kicked often. So you know, it's good to know how to defend yourself at all times and train and get in shape and do stuff like that. Because there's always people out there that don't know how to respect. You know, they don't know how to truly respect you, and you have to make them respect you. You know what I'm saying? Even if it takes an ass whooping. Uh Hey, Search, appreciate you, man. Absolutely, man. If y'all haven't tried Better Picks, now is your opportunity. Download the app and use my promo code PURPLE, right? Just like I have a promo code DTLF on Prize Picks, my promo code on Better Picks is PURPLE, and you can play $1 entries, which is dope. You can turn $1 into 100 if you get all 8 picks right. So definitely check that out. I'm sad to see how this generation of kids are behaving. It's not so much the kids, it's the parents, man. The parents have gotten lazier. And not all of them, because there's good parents out there. So if the shoe doesn't fit, then you shouldn't get offended. But there are some parents that are extremely lazy. They literally give the tablet to their children and let the tablet raise them. And what are the kids looking up on the tablet? I've seen what the kids are looking up on the tablet. They're looking at rude YouTubers. They're looking at rude TikTokers. They're looking at weird shit, right? On the tablet. I remember when I was young, my mom and my older brother, when they had purchased a computer, they put it in the living room so that we couldn't see anything inappropriate. You know what I mean? And like that was good parenting. Like back then I thought it was whack. I'm like, I'm not gonna do nothing. I just want to use the computer. But now I get why those measures were in place, because it's ridiculous, man. The parents don't even care anymore if their children are watching pornography or if they're watching whatever it is that they're watching. They're not monitoring them. And this is why you get these are the results, right? Got a bunch of freaking street kids out there just breaking into Nike outlets and running out with stuff and assaulting adults. Y'all saw what happened with Cam Newton, right? Y'all saw what happened with Cam Newton. Cam Newton is just trying to give back to the community, and they try to jump the guy, man. It's like, wow, like it's crazy. But for sure, Kimiko said that should be a late night topic. Yeah, we're definitely gonna break that down a little bit more. Again, if you guys like the late night episode, man, get us to 150 over there. I know we got close to 1,000 views last night, so that's pretty cool for a side segment. So that keeps growing. Make sure if you guys didn't check it out, or at least smash the like button. We get 150 likes, we're gonna go. That's gonna be the new rule. Every time we get 150 likes on the late night episode, we're gonna do a subsequent one the very next night. So that is the rule, man. If you guys want to see more, hit that like button over there. Steve Ballmer is paying for the Flippers fans next year. He said you can't celebrate the visiting team. Yeah, bro, it's so gimmicky, but it might just work. With this generation, it might just work for them. Regardless, we know who this city belongs to. It's not gonna, sway away from us. We know what it is. Anyways, back to Laker ball. We run it. That's right, Dante. Don't let nobody break your spirit, bro. I've been in so many fights in my life, man. I've broken so many bones fighting. I didn't done so many things that sometimes, in fights, sometimes you lose some, especially when they catch you off guard. And then most times you win some. But at the end of the day, you live to fight another day, right? I think I heard this quote on Friday. I think it was Pops, right? I think he says that like using your fist is the best, what I'm saying, instead of being cowardly and using guns and stuff. So ain't nothing wrong with a little self-defense, my bro. But I believe in you, man. Just train, get yourself in shape, use it as motivation. Next time somebody messes with you, you're gonna be like, whapa! You're gonna hit it with the Bruce Lee, man. You're gonna be right there. Trust. And staying in shape and working out gets your confidence up as well. Well, you're not afraid of nothing, bro. I promise. I promise. When I go to the park and like bigger players try to bully me and shit, I don't back down for nobody. I promise you that. Like I'm right there. I'm like, what you want to do? Like my family is my witness. They've seen me. They've seen me. Like I remember this, and it was not too long ago. It was this young cat, right? He was over age already. He's at least in his early 20s. But he tried to disrespect me because I was cooking, right? We played 2 full court games. He was on my team because his peers didn't really want him on that team, and now I know why. He's a goofball who talks a lot and can't back it up. And first game we lost it, but I was actually passing to him. He was blowing layups, missing wide open shots, and he was ball hogging, not getting the team involved. All right, next team, I start becoming a point guard, and I see they can't stop me. So I literally run off like 7-8 buckets. My brother, my girl watching right now, they know this is all facts. I literally ran and scored like the last 7 to 8 buckets. We're winning. All of a sudden, I see this guy, my own teammate, walk off the court completely. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're winning, dog. Why are you upset? And he goes, oh, Kobe Bryant over there doesn't want to pass me the ball. He's talking about me at that point. But I'm like, I'm getting buckets, so it didn't make sense why he was upset. Guess he was trying to show off in front of his little boyfriends or whatever. But I checked his ass. I was like, oh, you just a bitch, bro. You just walked off the court. I got no respect for you. He's like, what you call me? I'm like, you heard me, right? And so like we literally stopped the game because it was 5-on-4 at that point. And then he tried to act like he wanted something. So when I got in his grill, he said, oh no, bro. And Lord is my witness, my family's watching right now. He said, I'm crippled. He literally said he's crippled because he had an injury, but he was playing just fine and everything was good. So it was all an excuse. And I said, all right, I won't beat your ass then since you're begging for it. You know, you're begging for mercy. All right, cool. But don't ever talk shit again. He's like, I'll bust your ass right now. Let's go 1-on-1. My brother steps up. He goes, I'll play you 1-on-1. Right. And I'm like, all right, if you beat my brother, I'll play you 1-on-1. My brother whooped his ass. I'm talking 7-0 skunk. Walks off the court. Didn't say a word. Even my girl was talking shit to him because he was super disrespectful. His friends were making fun of him. And I have not seen this bitch ass motherfucker in the park anymore. But it's like he thought he was a clown. He was trying to make his friends laugh, trying to roast me and shit when I clearly was cooking. And it's like, I have never backed down from anybody, no matter how tall they are. He looked like Trae Young, literally carbon cut copy. One of my favorite players looking ass. Even the hair was like bald spots and shit. And I'm like, I could have roasted you so bad, bro. I could have cooked you in front of your boys, but I'm like, he didn't want to do nothing. He got scared once I got in his face. And then he even said he was going to get imagine a 23-year-old saying they're going to go get their dad on me. Think about that, right? So it's like that. The youth nowadays, they love talking, but they're not about it. Not all of them. I know some real cool kids. Like some of you are my subscribers I've met. Awesome. Y'all know WSN. Shout out to my boy Chapito. I've met some really, really cool young cats. So some people are raised properly, but others are raised by the tablets, and they disrespect and they talk crazy. And then when it gets real and they see it gets real, they don't want no smoke. And that's not the only time the youth has tried disrespecting my family. Another time they popped firecrackers where we were hooping at. I get in my car, I pull up right in front of them. They thought I was going to run them over because they ran away. And I checked all of them, right? I literally could have beat their ass, but I'm responsible adult, right? I'm thinking, nah, I'm just going to put some fear in them. They're literally shaking, lip shaking and everything, right? And I'm like, y'all could have hurt somebody, right? Y'all could have really hurt somebody popping firecrackers in the basketball court and then running. So, man, hey, listen, if you're a parent nowadays, you got to really, you have to stay on top of your children because look, I'm really level-headed, but if I was crazy like some of my peers and some of my friends growing up, in Compton, all these kids that was disrespecting, something bad would have happened to them, right? But at the end of the day, even though I do get heated sometimes, and in the moment I check them, I always calm myself down and say, nah, man, they're younger than you, so I'm not trying to beat anybody's ass who's younger than me or can't fight or whatever. But they do have to learn their lesson, man, and that's something I have done in the park many times. My nephew, he's young, right? I'm teaching him how to play. He's getting taller. He's getting better, by the way. And there's been times when younger kids or kids that are older than him try to punk him. And then I'm like, okay, do that to me. And I lock them up or whatever. And then I run them off the court because they can't play no more. All of a sudden, they don't like it rough. They like to be rough and be bullies with children, but then when it's a grown man telling them, "Come on now, do it to me," and they can't do it anymore, and they show their true colors. They walk off the court. So I there's been many moments like that, and I actually love playing basketball. I feel like it's such a teaching tool for the youth. Discipline. You can teach somebody respect by beating their ass on the court. I've went to the basketball court, and this is why I feel like we would have been viral if we were recording all this time with my family. I'm talking my girl, my little nephew, my two older brothers, and myself. And we've ran 5-on-5s versus just, I guess you could say, college level athletes, right? Just super athletic. And we've beat them. And they talk like it was such an embarrassment, but it's not. I have the experience. My family's still learning, but they're getting better. And my two older brothers are OGs, man. These dudes been cooking for years. So I told them we the real ball family. We got to get out there and find somebody to record us, because we can't, we live in the ghetto. We can't just leave the phone on the court. Is going to get robbed. They're going to take it, right? It happened to my homie before as well. So that's what it is. Kimiko said, "Yep, that's how it is. All bark, no bite." I've had dudes talk shit to my girl because my girl's cooking them. She's my protege. I teach her everything I know, and she picks up on it fast. And she was already good at shooting. I've had dudes talk shit to my girl because my girl is cooking her. And I'm not talking about dudes. I'm talking about minors talking crazy, like saying like, "I don't respect your girl." Like they literally said, I respect you, but I don't respect your girl." I was like, what that's weird, bro. You're supposed to respect everybody, man. Especially girls. You're definitely supposed to respect girls. Like, and she was getting buckets on them. They wasn't liking it. So there's been so much that I wish was on camera. Like it would literally go viral. Like family cooks grown ass men. And like, man, that would be great. But maybe in the near future, we figure that out, because I'm telling you, man, there's so many lessons that you can teach the youth on a basketball court. And, I've also been a teacher. I've taught kids how to play. I've taught kids how to shoot better, how to correct their form, how to dribble better. Like people have told me, "Why don't you get into coaching?" Not interested. But I do like to teach the youth, and any form of lesson you can teach somebody, whether it's you punk them and put them in their place, or you just you just show them up on the court. It could be a lesson learned in life. I didn't see people's energies change. I didn't see people not come to the park no more because they got so embarrassed. Like, it's happened. True story, fam. Miguel said, "Yo, we need story time with DTLF like this. Dan, I'm 25 and I respect you. My parents always told me to respect my elders." Bro, it's the same way. It's the same way with me. Growing up in the court, I used to bust people's ass, but I would never talk shit. I let my game do the talking, unless they were talking shit to me first. So yeah, man. This pretty much sums it up right here. He said, "Edgar behavior. Half of the kids that be disrespecting have that Edgar cut, and I'd be roasting them to oblivion when that happens." So Gabriel, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, basketball is all about respect. It's all about, what I'm saying, even on the court. This happens even now that you see what Jeremy Sohan trolling LeBron James is like. Jeremy Sohan can never be a quarter of what LeBron James was in his career. And yet he's out here tweeting stuff like, about LeBron. You see the same thing with Dylan Brooks. It's like, this is the new age. This is the new age athlete. They're training towards disrespect without having the accolades to show for it. So it's like a clown talking shit to somebody with a good profession. That is the equal of it, right? So it's sad that the parents aren't on top of these kids, but just don't be crying when your kid gets his ass whooped and he's all busted up and he walks in like, what happened? They're gonna play victim. I promise you this: kids are always gonna play victim. They're never gonna say the true side of the story, right? Kids today be like, "I won't work at Target, but can't lift a box to save their lives." I love kids. I love the future. I love children, but I do believe it's everybody's responsibility to teach them. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody's responsibility to teach them something in life that they can progress towards and they can apply it to themselves, because parenting is becoming a lost art. A lot of the parents out here, man, they just don't want to do it. Either they're too busy with their love life, or they don't want to be a part of the children's life and they abandon them, or they just give them a tablet because it's easy to like quiet a young kid, like by giving them a tablet. I've seen kids complaining and getting fuzzy literally at like the grocery store, and their parent just pulls out a tablet like go gadget. They just pull it out and like, bam, here you go. And that completely shuts the kid up. So I'm like, I wonder if that's going on at home as well. And then that explains a lot towards where we're going. A lot of kids can no longer read and write because of technology. Technology has gotten so good they could just say, "Hey Siri," and then ask it something, right? Or before they would have to, we would have to type it in. You see what I'm saying? So technology can be magical, but it could also, I think, hurt the youth, and we're raising lazy children because of it. All right, and I know this. Listen, I didn't offend people saying the truth before like this because it hurts them. But if it hurts, it's because the shoe fits, right? If you're a parent and you're like, nah, Dan's not a parent. I've basically parented kids in my neighborhood. I've helped raise my nephews and my nieces. I've been there for children. I know exactly what they're going through. I understand them, right? I'm not too far removed from the youth. I'm right there. I'm in my early 30s. So, but the thing is that technology is great when used moderately. Like if you let a kid use a tablet for homework or watch videos for like 1 hour, cool, cool. But there has to be some sort of discipline, fam, and I don't see a lot of that anymore. It's just so easy for the parents just to get rid of the fuzzy kid by giving them the tablet or turning on the TV, and that's it. You know, Dan, would you let your fans pull up to the runs? Bro, I have dropped my locations. I only stopped dropping my locations because people told me, like, bro, you got too many haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them catch you slipping. Like, nobody's ever going to catch me slipping. That's number one. But I only don't drop my locations because of what happened, with a certain rapper, and stuff like that. Like, you hear these experiences, you learn from them. But when I get to know you and we chop it up and we become cool, yeah, I've let people know exactly where I'm at, bro. I've played with a lot of my fans. I've got to meet some of you guys. Some of you guys, when I met you guys, I wasn't in my best state yet, but I'm in a lot better state now. So if you guys pull up to the runs, expect buckets, man. My boy WSN, man, he got to see what I was all about, what my family was all about. So it's always fun. Have you thought about holding a basketball tournament with us, subscribers? Yes, I have. And then that's going to be not just a me thing. That's going to be a Court Kings thing. And I've talked to the guys. That would be great to do something like that, man. But we got to find a time for everybody to be able to be there. We definitely want to host a Court Kings tournament, and I will be playing in it. I promise you that. So that would be absolutely phenomenal. But this is why you guys have to follow me on all platforms. Make sure you guys don't miss out on it, right? Follow me on Twitter at Dan the Lakers fan, right? Follow me on Playback TV, because if I announce stuff, it might not be here on YouTube. It might be on Twitter, it might be on Instagram, or everything combined. But just make sure you guys don't miss out, because I'd love to, man. Love to ball up. And eventually my YouTube channel, this channel here, is going to open up to like hooping sessions. But again, I've already said that my hooping sessions aren't going to be like Ball is Life hooping sessions, where it just shows their highlights. Mine's actually going to show everything, like all the good plays from the game. So if like you came up and you crossed me over, that's going to be in the video, because there's no such thing as a perfect hooper. Everybody can get dunked on or crossed up or whatever. It doesn't make you any less. It's just that most of the mainstream YouTube channels, they just show their own highlights. I don't want to be that guy, right? That's fake to me. That's fake. Like I don't want to mention no names, but we always see their highlights and maybe one or two layups from the opposition, but nothing major. I've been present when certain people are hooping, and I'm never as impressed as the video clips. Like, it's just all the mistakes and everything's being cut out, and then the opposition's highlights aren't being shown. Like, I was witness to this. So I was like, if I ever do something like this and show me and my family and my friends hooping, I'm going to show their highlights. I'm going to show my family's highlights, my friends' highlights, the opposition's highlights. And that way, there's no animosity. Because if you notice, when you go to the park and you put out a camera, like, a lot of people don't want to be a part of that because they don't want to be on the highlight tape, right? But what if you put out a camera and you say everything except for the like dead parts when nothing's happened, like you're bringing it up the court and taking forever to call a play, like that's going to be cut out. But the actual plays, the highlights, the layups, the blocks, the rebounds, the steals, it'll all be shown, and that would be, I think, splendid. What do you guys think? Fire emojis in the chat if you guys would like to see that. But anyways, we got far away, man, with my guy Dante's story, man. It just brought me back memories. Shout out to Dante for being brave and letting us know what happened, man. Yeah, we playing the Clippers tonight, fam. We playing the Clippers tonight, Tony. So let's get back to that. And let me tell you, man, this is a must win, just like the last one was. And we're gonna we have to keep tugging away, because the West isn't set yet. The West isn't settled, right? The West is still a work in progress in the NBA right now. And matter of fact, let me see. And the standings, recently the Mavericks lost, right? And so let's see where that brings them to. So right now, The Lakers are currently in the 10th spot, right? But we're 4 games ahead of the Jazz, so we're not really that much in danger of falling out of the 10th spot. However, we're looking to move up. We got to win. The Warriors are half a game ahead of us, right? The Mavericks are officially 3 games ahead of us. So that's not too far to reach for 8th place. That would be an ideal landing spot for us. The Kings are 5 games ahead of us, right? So it's a little further down. And then obviously the Suns and the Pelicans and everybody else, it seems to be a little bit out of reach. But there's time, y'all. There is time. And even though we are running out of time, we got to be smart and we got to make sure we do the right things. Hey, Miguel, my guy, man. Appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. But definitely, look, I'll tell you this. Right now, let's head on over to Prize Picks before before some of these entries expire, before we get back into the game. Right? Give me one sec. Let's head on over down to Prize Picks and let's submit our entry because I haven't done one for today. So let's do that right now. How about it? Okay, so I'm gonna go with my gut, man. The last time I went with my gut and we almost won. As a matter of fact, that was last night. So I ended up getting $10 out of it. I put in 5, but I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna say D'Lo's gonna get these 5.5 assists. He's been doing a phenomenal job of distributing. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna say, where's LeBron at? Where's LeBron at? I think this is gonna be a LeBron type game. I think this will be the one. Even though, look, he hasn't really. Well, actually, he has gotten over 24 before. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a LeBron game for sure. It could end up being an AD one, but I just never know what version of him is gonna show up. So I'm just gonna go here. LeBron will stay aggressive tonight, hopefully. Who else? Let's see, Scotty Barnes. These are the popular picks. Let's go to the fantasy scores. I like the fantasy score stat line just because it is a lot more accurate than especially when you get players who do a little bit of everything. So let me give you an example, right? Like Tyrese Halibuckets, we know he can have huge games. Actually, I'm gonna pick him up versus the Pelicans because it's gonna be fast paced. I think Halibuckets on the fantasy score, he'll get assists, he'll get steals, he'll get rebounds, he'll get points. So put him there. Who else? I'm just gonna make a really quick selections. Kawhi Leonard, man. He has not got over 47.5, but Paul George isn't playing tonight, so I know he's gonna be up there. Not gonna pick him up. Let's see who else. Fantasy score wise, Anthony Davis. I'm picking him up because he might not have a big scoring night, but rebounding, block shots, I'm going over. Remember, there's not a lot of defense being played in the NBA nowadays, so I'm counting on that. What about Rui? Yep, I'm picking Rui for fantasy score for sure. I think rebounds, blocks, assists, steals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, and it'll be a Clipper. It'll be a Clipper on the final one. Let's go points. Gotta have. Let's see. I'm thinking Kawhi for points simply because there's no Paul George. So I think Kawhi will be extra aggressive. He loves going up against LeBron. So I'm thinking the final one will be Kawhi. Let's see right now. Give me one sec. Let's see. There you go. 26.5 points. He hasn't gotten it, but Paul George was playing. I think he's going to get it tonight. I'm just going to go with that. That's going to be my entry, y'all. That's going to be my entry, and I'm just going to put $5 there. But look, so this is my entry. D'Lo, 5.5 assists. I think he'll get it. LeBron James, 24.5 points. I think he'll get that. I'm expecting a big game today by Halliburton, but this one and this one might be the 2 riskiest picks right here. If you want to go a different route. Matter of fact, I'm not sold on AD, man. He had a very lethargic game. The last game, it's hard to go with him. So let me remove him really quick, and I'll go with if I do get Anthony Davis, I'm going to get him in a different category. Something that I know he'll get for sure, right? Let's see. I think for sure he will get 2.5 assists. No, he hasn't got that. It's tough. It's tough because all his stats are kind of high right now. What about a combination of rebounds between Zubac and? Wait, I thought Zubac wasn't playing tonight. Maybe he might be. I'm gonna go more on this one. Jokic and AD, man. Yeah, that's gonna be my final pick right there. Jokic and AD combined. If any of them gets a 20 rebound game, we made it, fam. We made it if that happens. So that's gonna be my final pick. Kawhi, Rui on fantasy score, Halibuckets, LeBron, and the combination of Jokic and AD. That's gonna be it. All right, that's gonna be my entry. Make sure to use promo code DTLF for 100% deposit match if you already have not. And we'll go based off of that, man. Talk about money super chat. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, bro. He said Max Christie needs minutes. Ham is cooked. I don't get it, man. He was putting up some big minutes before his injury, and all of a sudden, it seems like Darvin Ham's trend is after an injury, you have to re-earn all your minutes, no matter what you did before, right? No matter what you did before, is like you have to re-earn all your minutes, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all because I feel like we need to reward those that were playing good even before they got hurt, and keep rewarding them, man. Keep rewarding them for sure. Max has to play more than Prince. I wish, but that usually doesn't happen, guys. That usually does not happen. Yeah, make sure you guys do use the promo code, though, DTLF, guys. My prediction for today's game is that the Lakers will win this one. I believe it'll be like 115 to 110. It seems like it's going to be a high-scoring game. There's not a lot of defense being played. Good news is that the NBA is starting to look into, maybe offsetting some of the offense and throttling it a little bit to allow defenders to actually be able to play defense. That is great news, and I think this is the effect and the cause of the All-Star weekend. I think when they saw that, nobody was really trying to say, you know what, is these horrible habits. And even in the NBA, man, you got everybody crying on every play. You can't really play defense tonight. You know what I'm saying? You can't really. It's the modern NBA. And then what's worse is like they punish you for complaining about it. So they'll do something egregious, like when the Detroit Pistons played the Knicks and Dante DiVincenzo took out, the Pistons player's legs out, and then they get the ball and they end up winning it with a Josh Hart layup. Like it goes from one extreme to the next. So they have to find a good medium where it's like you call the calls that are correct, but also you're not calling the little ticky-tack fouls. I think they should bring back hand checking. That would be awesome, man. I would love it if you can hand check a player again and be able to put your hand on them like this. And you know what I'm saying? This is not really a foul unless you're actually hacking and impeding the progress of a player from getting to the rim or from shooting. That should be the new definition of a foul, not hand checking or, putting your hands on somebody's back like this, as long as you don't push. Like the little things should come back to where you can actually play defense. And now, because nowadays we're having 140 to 150 point games. That used to be all-star. Now the new all-star is 200 to 200. Like, what's going on? So NBA, hopefully they are allowed to, like my guy said right here, get more physical and play some real basketball like we do at the park. We play real physical basketball at the park. Nobody really complains about fouls unless you're straight up, you know what. Any final questions, comments, or concerns, guys? I think that pretty much sums it up. I would love it if their physicality returned. But tonight, man, Lakers, we need our two stars, LeBron James and AD, to outshine, Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. Okay? So that's what we need. And then we need the role players like Rui and D'Angelo Russell and Austin to outshine the role players they have like Terrence Mann and Russell Westbrook and guys like that, right? We need that because the Clippers actually have some depth this year, all right? And I don't remember ever saying that before, but they got James Harden, they got Kawhi. Of course, Paul George is not playing tonight, but they got Westbrook, they got Ivica Zubac, they got Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, they got Daniel Tice, Mason Plumlee, and I'm looking at the names off the list. Don't think I memorized all these names, but those are the names that I recognize that can really put a dent to you. And we got to make sure we stay on top of that tonight. And our role players have to shine better. But it starts with the star players. How do we come out of the gates and how do we get the ball rolling, right? How does it start off? If we come out lethargic, it's going to be a long night, right? But if we come out with the right mindset and we're able to actually play some defense and get out of the gates offensively, executing a half-court set, run two-man game between LeBron and AD, we're going to be great, man. We're going to be great tonight because we are the better team. We've shown it already. My guy Denver Nuggets baby says, the toenail flippers don't belong in Los Angeles. Everyone knows LA is the Lakers town, Dan. If you are Coach Darvin Ham, what would be your strategy for tonight? Game, awesome channel, by the way. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the love. Always classiest opposition fan. I know, my guy, Denver Nuggets, baby. My game plan for the Lakers is simple. We got to communicate on the defensive end, guys. We haven't been switching properly. I want guys to fight through screens. I want guys to be able to stay with their man And then at the last minute, if the weak side defender comes over and blocks a shot, we see here's the thing. The way we've been collapsing and double teaming at the top of the key is easy for guys to break down our defense. What I want is our defense to remain strong to the point where we play a lot of one-on-one, and then if it collapses at the last minute, then the weak side defender comes over and help. But we got to help the helper, right? So that the communication has to be on key. Everybody, including LeBron, has to play defense. Everybody has to be on the same page. Otherwise, it's all for nothing. And then don't limit turnovers, because that's going to lead to transition buckets. The Clippers seem like the type of team that would be great in transition, right? So we got to play smart in that department. Take care of the basketball. It's the little things that win you these type of games. It's not like we haven't beat them this season. We already have twice, right? But hopefully, I just want the Lakers to get out of the gates early. I think that's huge. That's crucial. We haven't won too many games when we trail by double digits after the first quarter. So I think if we come out here lethargic, it's probably going to be curtains, right? But if we come out here and we put our best foot forward, come out of the gates, Rui's running the transition fast breaks, LeBron's finding him, LeBron is finishing in transition, AD is posting up and finishing next to the rim in the half court sets. We're playing some pick and roll, some pick and pop action, some high-low screen action, backdoor lob passing, stuff like that. We're mixing up the offensive sets in the half court. Then I like our chances a lot, right? And also, like I said, man, the role players, guys, don't let us down tonight. Austin Reeves, I'm looking at you, brother. You've been shooting a little off lately. We need him to get back on track, all right? Stay aggressive. D'Angelo Russell, he's been sensational. However, need him to come out assertive, because the last time he was more assertive in the second half, and it was too little too late. So we got to set the tone, especially for the younger players. They have to come out early and help those older players, gain some momentum early on. So that's what I would do. That's what I know. It's a lot of instructions, but the way I would coach is completely different to him. Oh, by the way, I'd probably start 2 big man lineups. That's where I would start. So that was a great question, my guy. Jonathan, thank you so much for Super Chat, brother. He said, if you was Ham, what would you tell the team right now? Anybody who doesn't give 110% maximum effort is going to be sitting right next to me right here. I'm warming up a spot on the bench for you. So make sure you get out there and you play your hearts out. And also, make sure you watch the New York Knicks on League Pass, because they play hard every single possession. So those are the 2 things I would tell my team. Like, listen, you want to stay in the starting lineup? I want to see you active on the defensive end. I want to see you crash the glass as a unit. I want to see you get out in transition, make the right reads and the right plays. And I want to see us ride the hot hand, meaning if somebody's hot, do not go away from him. Take smart shots that don't lead into transition buckets the other way, and don't settle for threes. There's so many things I would tell my team if I was Darvin Ham. But one thing, I'm not a head coach, so I understand, I have no say in this. But one thing I'll tell you is that the most important thing, if the game starts getting away from us early, let's just say the Clippers go on a 4-5-0 run, timeout immediately. That's the number one thing I would do as a coach. Timeout. So let's just say the Clippers started out, they get a stop. They get out in transition, get a bucket. Then Lakers come down looking like lethargic. They jack up a dumbass 3, and then the Clippers come back the other way and get another bucket. I've seen enough. All it takes is 2 bad possessions for me to use a timeout. And if I have to use up all my damn timeouts in the first quarter to send a point, I'm doing that shit. Right? If I'm the head coach, that's the bottom line. Because you have to send a message to your team that, hey, it's not okay. This new buddy ball league system shit ain't working for me as a head coach. I got to come out here, and if I have to put up with this crap, I'm going to lose my job. If I'm going to lose my job, I'm beating somebody's ass on the way out. You guys are not going to force me to lose my job. You guys have to come out here and play hard, or you're going to sit right next to me in the bench. And that means everybody. That means AD and LeBron too. Everybody. Do you imagine what kind of message it would send the team if LeBron James comes out here, blows a layup, then he comes up and he jacks up a 3-point shot on 1-on-3, and then I call a timeout in the next possession. LeBron's not out there. Yeah, LeBron will be mad, but I think LeBron will respect me for benching him and holding him accountable. Because that means if I'm holding the best of the best accountable, that means I'm holding everybody down the line accountable, right? And I think that's something LeBron lacks, that he hasn't played for too many coaches. Outside of Spoelstra, there hasn't been too many coaches that have actually held him accountable. When you're a great player, you probably want that. You want to feel like, okay, I can still learn something even at the age of 39. You still want to feel like that. You know he's not going to do it though. Yeah, but I would. That's what I'm saying. The question was, what would I do? And that's exactly what I would do. I'm holding everybody accountable, bro. I'm holding everybody. If Gloria James wants to come out of the stands and curse me out, I'm holding her accountable. I'm like, come over here, Gloria James. There's a nice warm seat right here on the bench for you. You can tell me everything. Tell me all about it. You know what I mean? So you got to hold everybody accountable, fam. And that's the type of coach I thought Darvin Ham was going to be. You know what I mean? That's the type of coach that I thought Darvin Ham was going to be. My guy Shan, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the super chat. My guy said Newham was trash when he said last year he wanted Russ to shoot as many corner threes and to forget the percentage. Also, the reports he thinks that Prince is like Middleton. That was crazy, bro. That was insane. I'm not sure if I ever believe those reports because sometimes people just want to throw dirt on something. But if that is true, that he believes Prince is like Middleton, man, he's way in over his head at that point. But yeah, trying to turn Russell Westbrook into a corner three-point shooter when clearly at this point of his career he is a six-man, which credit to Tyronn Lue, he's using him perfectly as a spark plug off the bench when you really, and benching him in the fourth quarter sometimes when he's playing like crap. Credit to Ty Lue. Ty Lue's a real coach. I hate the Clippers, but Tyronn Lue should have been the Lakers head coach, and maybe they would have found a role for Russell Westbrook. But that's neither here or there. Bottom line is I agree with you, bro. 110%. Darvin Ham has shown lots and lots of moments where he shows his incompetence and is pretty insane, man. It's pretty insane. I hate his post-game conferences when he makes excuses, like when he said Anthony Davis not having his voice was a huge reason why the Lakers struggled. Like, bruh, really? What about your substitution patterns? What about your lack of calling timely timeouts, right, in a timely manner? Like, there's just so many things that could go into it. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Please do not forget to hit that like button. And if you already haven't, use that promo code right there, man. We'll get you 100% deposit match. Guaranteed, man. I will see you guys again. If you guys see the pinned comment right there in the chat, make sure you click the link. Follow me over there. I'm trying to get to 300 today. Today, fam. We got 24K subs, man. I'm sure we can get to 300 and beyond. So make sure you guys don't forget to do that. It's very simple to download the app, or you can watch from your computer or maybe even your TV. I haven't tried it on the TV yet. But be one of the first 20 to get in the chat, and you will have a VIP pass to watch with your boy live. And I believe my guy KJ said he's going to be there as well. So I'm excited for tonight's game. Hopefully, like I said, we put the exclamation point and we kick them in the ass and kick them out of our stadium tonight on the final matchup between the Clippers-Lakers of the season. So look forward to it, y'all. See you guys at 7 over there on Playback TV, and enjoy the rest of your evening. All right, go Lakers, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.